Hello everyone, Mike Kukiela here again, Senior Vice President within Schneider Logistics, responsible for supply chain and distribution management. I brought in Shaleen again. He's done a marvelous job talking about other topics with us, but this time I really want to talk about the best kept secret within my shop. And it's one of your folks who's deployed within my operations team. It's Sam Bass and his engineering group. They drive so much value for our customers. The ROI on them is at least 3 digits long, based on the investment that customers make. And I see it as akin to consulting type services.
Mm-hmm.
But what's really powerful is they're quick at grabbing data out of either freight pay or RTMS, analyzing it, doing a supply chain consulting session with the customer, and then coming back a week or two later and basically redesigning the supply chain to improve fulfillment and revenue, to take out total unit costs, to improve resiliency. I'm just super jazzed up by what they're doing, the value they're providing, but I want you to explain what goes into that secret sauce, Shaleen. What are they doing?
So thank you for the compliment, and the team with Sam Bass and the team underneath him is phenomenal professionals. The one thing about Schneider, one of the core competencies of Schneider, long before I was here or long before you were here, is our ability to use operational science and decision science. We have continuously invested and sort of grown this competency over the last many years, right? What we're able to do now is to basically take some of that OR expertise and combine it with some advanced analytics expertise that we've been building over the last 5 years and use it to produce insights. What was really cool about that experience working with you, Mike, was it was a hypothesis. You had this wealth of supply chain expertise with the customer. And it was a conversation like this that said, hey, look, we've got all this data, we've got all this domain expertise, and we've got a hypothesis to say there is more here. And all we did was to basically take that domain expertise and apply our technical capabilities, and our engineering and advanced analytics capabilities to harness the power of that data and produce insights.
Yes.
And really, when we started, we don't know what the outcomes were. We had a strong hypothesis saying if we could apply our disciplines to it, the value would be immense, and that's exactly what happened in that case.
Yeah, I think what's really exciting now, given the market that we're in, you're seeing so much congestion at the ports and in different ramps within inland North America. Sam and his team have basically taken that data and they're advising customers on where they should be sourcing their product from.
Absolutely.
And then they're advising them, hey, instead of the West Coast, maybe the East Coast. And by the way, we have warehouse and transload operations on that side that can help them out. Tell me a little bit about the tools that they're using that make that decision.
Yeah, so one of the things that you and I have talked about, I think over and over again, is the ability to harness the power of data sitting across multiple platforms, right?
That's a good
and
point.
The ability to create that connected data ecosystem.
Data's power.
Yep, the great thing about our go-to-market strategy with supply chain management is you see, you've got visibility, no pun intended, across the supply chain.
And more than shipment level.
And more than shipment level visibility, we might add. So it's really taking that and taking our core competency. You're familiar, most of our viewers are probably not, with D4, which is our ecosystem and our methodology of building advanced decision science and implementing advanced decision science models that we've productized. So it was just a matter of picking and choosing the right mix or the right recipe to that data that you already had and the domain expertise and bringing it all together. And the results were phenomenal as you articulated.
Well, I can't thank you enough for the work that your team does, both in IT, but also in our engineering cell. I think they're absolute best. And if you want to get some exposure to the best kept secret in logistics, contact Schneider Logistics. We'll introduce you to Sam. The value that he's going to provide far outweighs any of the costs that are associated with it. It's going to help you transform your supply chain, lower your total landed costs, increase revenue.
Absolutely.
And in this market, particularly important, improve your supply chain resiliency. One other request of the group, if you want to hear more from Shaleen, because I do, I love listening to this guy talk. I could sit here and listen to him all day. Send a message to Schneider Logistics and say, more Shaleen, please. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it, bud.